Hey, my friends. So, these are some suggestions for new preppers. How to get started. These are not going to be that laborious. They require pretty low effort, levels here, and they're not very time consuming. So, I hope these help. The first is when you're going grocery shopping, add a few extra shelf stable foods to the cart. Foods that you already buy anyways. Just get a few extra ones. And over the course of a few months, by doing that, you'll compile a pretty nice emergency pantry from that. Also, take advantage of sales and specials. I mean, you would think that people would do that, but a lot of people don't fully take advantage of those specials. And so when you see something on sale, tear into it, fill that cart up. If it's something that's a really good deal and it's something that you're going to buy anyways, down the road. Don't forget your can opener as well as bottled water. You eventually want to get some water jugs. I wouldn't recommend anything over 5 gallons because water's heavy. So 5 gallons times, 8 pounds per gallon roughly. It's like 40 pounds. For some people, you might want to go with a smaller jug than 5 gallons. There are so many things that are so useful during an emergency or even during just normal everyday activities. And so I always try to keep a full roll of duct tape on standby. And I also, keep a multi-tool within arm's reach, as well as having different types of cordage and rope available. Tarps are a must. I would recommend to have a tarp. Actually, I would recommend having several tarps, at least 5 mil in thickness with grommets, and make sure it's large enough that it can be used for an improvised shelter or for ground covering, as well as to cover windows or even your roof if you had damage to your home. If you don't have a good flashlight or a good lantern, you might want to go ahead and pick some of those up. Get some extra batteries. Also, if you don't have a good map of your area, definitely want to get a map, a detailed map of your local area and a regional map as well. Emergency funds. Obviously, it's good to have that. You could lose your job. You could have some kind of unexpected repair. And also have some cash accessible. Maybe it's just hidden away on your property somewhere, but it's good to have access to cash in an emergency. Also, it's good to have some wool blankets or whatever type of blankets is appropriate for your environment. For me, it's wool blankets, but definitely having a few extra wool blankets stored away, ready to go, it's always very helpful. Fire starters, also first aid supplies, toilet paper. A lot of people forget about the toilet paper. Most people have a little extra stored in their house, but you really almost can't ever have enough toilet paper. Just like garbage bags, it's an important thing to manage waste, especially during an emergency where various services may not be active. Also, you may want to consider disposable plates and/or cups. Some people don't like to do that. They prefer just to wash everything during an emergency, but there is that possibility that you might have limited water, so you might want to just plan on having disposable plates and cups and maybe even forks and spoons. It's something to consider. Soap, it could be bar soap, liquid soap, things like that. You want to definitely have some soap on standby. As well as hand sanitizer. The hand sanitizer, I will try to get that stuff that is alcohol based. It kind of evaporates, so you don't have to dry your hands. You just kind of allow your hands to just dry out. And also wet wipes. Those are awesome. To have an emergency radio, you can't go wrong with that. And an emergency contact list. A backup power generator. It could be solar. It could be gas generator. You have to figure out what works best for you. A sleeping bag is always a bonus. And also if you can, get a tent, that's also really good to have. So these are just some suggestions. You don't have to get all of these, like right now, or you don't even have to get all these on the list. But these things are really helpful, to deal with things that are unexpected. And there's many more things, but these are kind of a good starting point. How it is in life is getting started is the hardest part. And once you get the momentum, it's a lot easier to maintain that momentum over time. So I wish you all the very best, and I hope that you get squared away with all your preps, and don't worry so much about all the things you need to do. Just start doing things, and over time, those things will get done. So you guys take care. Catch you later.